Hey everybody, Nick Licameli here. Before we get into this video, I want to just take a moment to acknowledge what this weekend is and what it's all about. Most of us are getting the Monday off, so we have a nice long weekend, but let's not forget why we have that day off. I want to take a moment to thank all of those who have served and have died, because that is a sacrifice that I know nothing about. I have no idea what that's like. Kids younger than me, men older than me, all fighting so that you and I can do what we love every single day. It's because of those sacrifices and those that made that ultimate sacrifice that I'm able to do those things. And I don't take that lightly. So for all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, thank you. And to all those who continue to serve, thank you. In Saving Private Ryan, at the end of the movie, after they go through all the challenges and sacrifices and work throughout the movie to get to Private Ryan, Tom Hanks looks at him and says, "Earn this. Live your life as if someone is dying for it, because they are. So earn it." But today we're talking about one of the greatest core exercises for anyone, from someone with just low back pain who doesn't really exercise much to an elite and experienced lifter. Sometimes it's called the dead bug or the dying bug, but you can call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's one of the best core exercises that you can do because it helps with hip and lumbopelvic dissociation, so moving your legs while keeping your spine stable. But as always, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And if you don't do it correctly, at best, it's going to be ineffective, and at worst, you're going to hurt yourself. Let's take a look. When you start this exercise, first thing you want to do is control your pelvis. So you want to do that posterior pelvic tilt into the floor so there is no space between the floor and my lower back. You could even see my tailbone lifting up just a little bit off the floor. And to maintain that position is what makes this exercise most challenging. As you stick your leg out, it's going to be harder to maintain that position because your pelvis and your lower abs are almost like a fulcrum, and you're increasing the lever when you reach your leg out. So the further you reach your leg out, the harder it is to keep your back from lifting up off the floor. Now, it's not a hard pelvic tilt into lumbar flexion. It's more of a slight pelvic tilt and maintaining neutral. Once I feel like I can't keep my lower back in a neutral position and it's starting to fatigue, I then just hold this position here until I reach fatigue again. And that's a nice way to kind of extend the set and the intensity. So not only do you have to focus on your lower body and your pelvis, you should also be paying attention to your upper body, because your core is everything from your shoulder blades all the way down to your lumbar spine and your pelvis. So as you're performing this exercise, you want to almost form like a hollow, like a little bit of a bowl or a cup. So you want to kind of protract your scapulae a little bit off the floor as you perform that little pelvic tilt and lift that tailbone up off the floor. Ways to progress this exercise would be to do it slower, so to slow down the leg movement as you increase that lever arm, or bring both legs out at the same time. You can also add resistance to your arm. So the resistance would be coming from the pulley station behind my head, and I'd be isometrically holding that. And let's not forget that no matter what ab circuit or ab exercise you do, in order to develop the abs, you have to have your nutrition in check. So training and nutrition have to be combined together. Consistency, adherence, that's the name of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.